So this is just a real quick video to help you navigate Inventor and kind of just go through the steps that if you're new to Inventor, this is how you do it to get the Birdfeeder project to work out correctly. So very first thing you have to do is go to Projects. And from here you'll need to create a new project, single user, next, project name, Birdfeeder, and the style, let's go house, and then your name. So over here is if you need to tell it where to go. So if you want to save it in your student number under your documents tab, there's an Inventor column. I have a lot of stuff in there already, so I'll just hit OK, finish. It can't be changed because I have stuff open, but yours will be fine after you hit OK. That's just a place so everything goes into here. So now everything I make goes into this project file. Done? All right. So you've already sketched everything out. So you just go to New. You'll want a standard IPT. Create. And it's real simple. We just want flat panels for this thing. That's it. So I'm just going to click 2D Sketch. Top part of that button. Just pick this XY plane. Doesn't really matter where you start it from, but here's a rectangle. And let's say the first piece that you have to make is 18 inches. So you see this box is blue. It says 0.960. You can just type in right on your keyboard, 18 inches long, tab key, gives you the second box down there, which is 2 inches wide, and then hit enter. And if you use a scroll wheel on your mouse, you can scroll in and out. If you push the mouse button down, you can grab a hold and move it so you can see stuff. And what I did right there is I just made an 18 by 2 inch piece. And that's the side of one of the bird feeders, so that's it. So I can use the hotkey, which is extrude, or which is E for extrude, or I can click finish sketch. Zoom out a little bit so I see what I'm doing, and click extrude. All the thickness of this sheet metal is a 1/16 of an inch, which is 0.0625. And then hit OK. That's it. That's one of your parts. Save. Side, front, something like that. Save. Maybe you need a hole in this thing. All right. We'll create another one, a whole new part file. So that's one of your pieces. Now just repeat. Make another one. And this one will be start 2D sketch. Same thing. Rectangle. I like to start from the origin, but you don't have to. This one is only 6 inches deep, 2 inches wide. And this, I'm getting all these dimensions from the sketch that I already created. But this one needs a little hole in the middle of it. So I'm just going to create a circle. I could go down and kind of see these little hairlines that help you. That's the center of this thing. Hole is 1/4 of an inch because all the dowels I said were 1/4 of an inch, and then you would just go finish sketch, extrude, 0.0625, enter, and now you have another piece made. If you ever have to go back and edit something, it's over here. Little plus column of the extrusion that you just made, and here's the sketch. You can double click it, brings you back into that sketch. So if I ever need to fix something, like the size of that thing needs to be 1/2 of an inch for whatever reason, when I finish sketch it changes the hole. Okay, I'm going to fix that back. Some of you might not be able to center things in the exact spot, so you might want to have to use the dimension tool right here and actually click on the circle and on the side and say, you know what, that actually is supposed to be 1 inch away. And then from here to here is actually supposed to be an inch as well. Okay, so that's another way to dimension and move stuff. Other than that, you create every single part as a flat pattern, and once you have all your parts created and saved, this is part, this is side, left and right's the same one, so I'm just going to keep it like that. Then the next up is to create a new standard IAM, create, and this is the assembly protocol to how to actually assemble something. So you can just place whatever part you were just working on, open, that puts that part in. Any of the other ones, Just hit place. You can pick a different one on there. Open. You know, if there's 2 of those, you can click it again to place 2. You can right click and hit OK. And then it gets more complicated with the constrain tool. But there's other people that can kind of help you with this a little bit. But basically you need to have 3 constraints. And I would say, where are you going to put glue if you're going to set stuff together? So apply, you might have to hit the edge of this thing, the face of this thing, the face of this. That's going the opposite way, so that's a solution change to make it flush. Now it's flush with each other. Apply this face with this outside face. That's good. Apply, and that's it. I can cancel out of that. So now you got that side put together. Repeat, repeat, repeat. If you ever have a problem with that, you can always hit the undo button as many times as you need to get you to start back over. If you go back too far, just put the redo button and life is good. So good luck with creating your parts and creating your assembly to help to make sure that this birdhouse is going to look like what it's supposed to look like before we actually cut everything out and try to weld it back in place. If we cut it, it costs us money. In here, if we mess it up, we can just fix it. A couple clicks, life is good. But if it's not right here, it's definitely not going to be right when you cut it out on the CNC table. And if that's the case, then you won't get a quality product, and we'll be wasting money. So good luck with the process. If you have questions, help each other out.